YouTube, chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Look at Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth, appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh, brother, we got a yapper of the year here, man. Somebody please get Tyrese a pen pal. Every other day, he goes on social media on a rant about his ex-wife, Samantha. Now, Tyrese has been dealing with this divorce for the last 4 years. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man, the brother has been going through it. But when it comes to Tyrese, you don't know when he's joking around or when he's serious. Sometimes Tyrese will get on social media to troll. Recently, Tyrese said he was going to quit social media, but he's still on social media going on rants every single day. Last week, Tyrese was on The Breakfast Club and it was a very emotional interview. They spoke on Tyrese not fully healed from that whole divorce, and he also spoke on his family members that he lost. Later on that week, Joe actually went on his podcast and was a little bit insensitive to the whole situation. Not only was he joking and laughing about the situation, but he also called Tyrese bitter from the whole situation with his ex-wife.
Bitterness in what regard?
Bitter, like the Oxford definition of the word bitter. Nothing gives bitter from Tyrese.
I don't think he's bitter, but I think he's affected by his divorce.
So bitter.
Is that bitter?
Don't necessarily gotta be bitter.
Oh man, I hate when we gotta do this, man. Yo, it's bleepless, so y'all pussy.
Nigga, Google it, nigga.
Walk in the other room and find your fucking cocks. How about that? Google it. Bitter, I mean, I think his divorce has had a long-lasting effect on it.
Gotta get over. Well, today you guys know Tyrese would not pass up an opportunity to get his name in the headlines. Tyrese went on the whole IG live rant on Joe Budden and his ex-wife Samantha. Now, the funniest part about this whole rant is as Tyrese is talking about how his divorce is going horrible, he's also trying to give Joe Budden advice to get married. Yes, that's correct. Hey, Tyrese, let me give you a word of advice, brother. If you're trying to give somebody advice on getting married, talking about how you're getting taken to the cleaners in your divorce is not going to influence somebody to get married. Here's Tyrese going at Joe Budden for calling him out and calling him bitter. You guys get in the comments below. Please, please, please leave some words of encouragement for our good brother Tyrese. Post comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later, man.
Hey, somebody get this message to Joe Buttons. Joe, you see that rope? Joe Budden, you see that rope right there to the left? See that? Grab that rope real quick. Nah, nigga, your voice ain't deeper than mine. Shut the fuck up. I need to understand what's going on with Joe Buttons and why I keep catching strays every time anything that happens with me with the Breakfast Club. Let's run the clip back since y'all love running clips back on the pod. As soon as I came on the Joe Budden podcast, I had on a green hat that looked very similar to this. As soon as like, you ain't gonna come over here talking about all that spiritual Negro shit, you know what I mean, Jesus and all that bullshit with the Breakfast Club. Like, damn, nigga, like, everything all right? Joe, I actually know you. I know you and I know Melissa Ford. I've done too many turn-ups with Joe Budden. Like, that's my nigga, so I thought. He's also the nigga that I thought of all of the people in all of these pods. There's so many niggas, I said it on your show. It's a lot of niggas that try to jump in this pod game because of the success of Joe and Drink Champs and all the above, and then you just see a lot of niggas come and go. But of all of the people with radio shows, social media, and pods, Joe Buttons happens to be the biggest fucking uber R&B fan of all the niggas in the game. So what I expected as your brother, what I expected as somebody who I know that you are the biggest R&B fan. You're like, nigga, I think between you and Snoop, the OG big homie Snoop, dog, y'all might be the biggest fucking R&B fans on earth. Like, there is no such thing as hip hop in y'all niggas' car or on your private time, because y'all niggas really, really do this R&B shit for real. So the last thing I expected was for Joe to do a podcast and start talking about me on the Breakfast Club, you know, I'm laughing, I'm having fun. I mean, I'm over there with the light-skinned nigga. We didn't pieced up, chopped it up. We had a hard conversation. You know, I was banned from the Breakfast Club. I don't know who banned me, but I was at that motherfucker at 9 o'clock and I ain't get in until 9:30. And we had that conversation and we moved on. But like every time I do anything that's got to do with the Breakfast Club and then attempt to follow the Breakfast Club with Joe, I'm just catching strays. So I'm like, yo, nigga, you got a problem with Envy and Charlemagne? Y'all niggas need to address that shit, bro. Because what the fuck that's got to do with me? And how do I got niggas on your pod who I just met who got my back more than a nigga that I actually know? Papa Joe. What I'm not going to do is go at Joe. You know why? Because the stage and the platform is too big. I'm just going to say this. Joe, I forgive you. But I'm going to just say a couple things because I want you to really look at that rope right there. You see that rope? I don't really go at my homies. Like even the niggas on your pod was like, yo, after I met Tyrese a couple times, I'm good. I don't want to have that conversation. You kept going. You went as far as calling me bitter. You see this hat right here? This is why niggas commit suicide. This is why black men and men in general don't say shit, don't act like nothing is happening, don't act like they feel nothing, ain't going through nothing, ain't carrying nothing. I'm a grown ass man, bro. You could have all the fucking influence in the world. You'll never be able to convince me that I'm bitter. Look up the definition of bitter. Or if you look at that rope over there, you'll understand that what I'm feeling and what I'm carrying and what I'm processing is some shit you've never experienced before because you've never been married. Probably been engaged a few times. That knee is getting old, Joe. You ain't gonna be able to keep putting that motherfucking just for men on, nigga, and covering up that shit. I'm 45, nigga. I probably got 2 gray hairs in my goddamn face, and I just do like this with my finger. Boop, and boop. You Papa Joe over there, bro. How long you been with your girl? That knee. When you gonna pop that knee, nigga? That knee is getting old, nigga. You gotta get down on that knee one last time. Man, it's cool. We all uploading sexy, voluptuous, better halves. Only reason I ain't went to that other level in mine is because I'm literally still in the middle of a divorce. This nigga just refused it. She let me go, but refused to let me go. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm like, damn, nigga, we had a prenuptial agreement, which means prior to the nuptials, if you leave me or if I leave you, what you get versus what I get or what I keep, because you ain't come into it with shit but baby hairs. When you leave, what you get out of this has already been established prior to the nuptials. That's what the fuck a pre-nuptial is. This motherfucker's been after me for 4 goddamn years and refused to move on with her life. Is there a porn star that can run into Samantha to get her to forget about me? Is there somebody out here that could do something to this woman to get her to move the fuck on? Her and her attorney name is Adam Gleckman. Adam Gleckman is the most racist motherfucker to ever wear a suit in a courtroom. Why do I say that? This motherfucker cannot possibly, at this point, be out here trying to figure out legal matters. You are threatened and intimidated by the idea that I am strong, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, and I'm powerful and successful. You are losing your fucking mind every single day over who I am. And I've earned all of this shit, Mr. Adam Gleckman. At this point, I'm not saying that this is a factual fact. At this point, I believe that white man hates my guts so fucking much, he's encouraging Samantha to stay in it and keep fighting because he's like, listen, look it up. I don't lie on people. This motherfucker testified that since he's been representing Samantha from 4 years ago, this is 3 law firms later, he's only charged her $5,000. What in the pretty light-skinned baby hair Jesus is going on?
Now, speaking of lawyers and money, have you guys ever been fired from a job and on top of that you had to deal with an injury? That's exactly how my first job out of college went. I was working at a major hospital in my city, strained my back while lifting a patient. Boy, did that suck, you guys. Briefly, I thought about getting a lawyer, but I thought it was gonna be way too expensive. And coming right out of college, bro, I was broke. Fast forward to now, boy, was I foolish. I could have been rich, you guys. I had no clue about companies like Morgan & Morgan that are completely free. Yes, free, unless you win. No, seriously, you guys, there's no upfront cost. There's no sign-up fees. If you don't win your case, you pay them nothing. $0. These guys are the largest injury law firm in America. If any of you guys out there ever got seriously injured, your case could be worth millions. Guys, I'm telling you, please don't be like me. They make it super easy for you guys now. You can start your claim right now with Morgan & Morgan at forthepeople.com/chigs or by scanning the QR code right here. Now, excuse me, you guys. I gotta go yell at my parents for not knowing this and me not being rich right now. I'll be back.
Everything that she was supposed to get after she left me was established in the pre-nuptial. You do know what that means, Mr. Gleckman, right? Okay, cool. I'm gonna say this, y'all. Joe, Papa Joe, don't buy no more Cuban links. Busta Rhymes has already won. He's killed everybody in the Cuban link game. We're done with that. Joe, I need you to get into your Jay-Z bag. I need you to get into your Rev Run bag. I need you to understand that true wealth is marriage. Go ahead and pop down on that old ass knee and go ahead and take it to that other level. Don't buy no more chains, nigga. We not impressed with 50-year-old niggas wearing chains no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you ain't, if you let me say this. Rap niggas that are 50 years old, of course you can wear your chains, nigga. That's a life you've earned. But 50 and you ain't married, I don't know. You're making the wrong investment, my brother. You all up in here, you out here trying to compete with these 16-year-old niggas, little Tay-Tay, little Ray. Let that shit go, man. And you over there calling me bitter, and I couldn't help but notice your motherfucking ankles out. Like, nigga, your ankles, like, you might have some of the, like, most moistened ankles of any nigga I've ever known in hip-hop. You got on some motherfucking Crocs, nigga. A nigga wearing Crocs can't tell me nothing. Do you know what it is to be married and divorced? You know what it's like to have a whole situation and then wake up one day and it just goes up in smoke? Joe Buttons, I think you need to sit this one out, bro. I think you need to go on and just leave that shit alone. Like, bro, listen, you got a pod. You got to do what you got to do. You got to go ahead and keep them views. You got to keep that, you know what I mean, that deli on. Whatever you got going on, getting that money, you got to keep that moving. But, yo, Joe, I think you need to leave this one alone, bro. You don't know nothing about none of this shit, bro. None of it. You hear me? Do what you do, bro. Keep that energy over there. Drop on that old ass knee. Stop covering up Papa Joe. Okay? Your girl is beautiful, man. She deserves that other level. Don't buy her no more shoes with the matching handbags, Joe. We got that. She's fly. You know, you got some beautiful, beautiful energy happening in your relationship. I'm in a situation right now. I'd probably be on another level already if my fucking divorce was finalized. But it's been over 4 years and this nigga just won't let me go. I don't know what the fuck is going on. There has to be a porn star, somebody out there in Atlanta that can put the ooh-wop on this motherfucker so that she could just leave me the fuck alone. I mean, just move on. You and your white racist lawyer, Adam Gleckman, move on. And Joe, it's time to pop the question, bro. Time to put on that grown man. It's time to get some of that Fat Joe energy. It's time to get some of that, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Joe know the formula. Fat Joe. Your man Drink Champs, he know the formula. Everybody going home. If your wife ever left you, them fucking words about bitter never come out your mouth, bro. You in the wrong motherfucking league right now, Mr. Joe Buttons. Stick to talking about all the things you talk about. This is out your league, sir. You want to look up something? You want to look up something, Joe? Since everybody say, yo, leave Reese alone, man. Leave him out of that, man. Let's not bring him in that. No, man. I met Tyrese a couple times, bro. He good people, man. Like I'm not finna be trying to make a mockery of him crying on the Breakfast Club while saying black man cry. First of all, your whole thing is crazy. Why are you watching the Breakfast Club? Don't you got other episodes coming up? Don't you got other guests you should be prepping for? You see that rope, Joe? You see that rope over there? How did you watch the full Breakfast Club interview? Why are you studying? You see that rope? See what I'm saying? Joe, leave that alone, bro. To all of the married men who have been through a divorce, to all of the married men who have just been through a random, nasty, unexpected breakup, to all of the women who have been through a divorce, a whole family that you've seen yourself doing something for the rest of your life, and then boom, it just went up in smoke. I'm talking to them. I can't talk to 50-year-old single niggas. I can't do it. That ain't never went on Google and looked up those words in the Bible that says, for better, for worse, for sickness and health. Till death do us part. Joe, you ever said those words? Nah. You said, I like you. You said, I love you. You said, I'm in love with you. You said, will you marry me? But you ain't never went to that other level, Joe.